All right, you guys. I was trying to record before and it was not letting me. I was getting like so many distractions. But anyhow, I was talking about how Noah had to face rejection and being ostracized and criticized and everything else for standing for what he knew was right and what he believed in, and how he never let go of what God told him. And some of us got to do the same thing in order to help other people. He was saying that not just to say, "Oh, I told you so." He was saying that to warn people, to give everybody a fair chance to prepare, and a lot of people didn't listen. That's just like freaking Lot and his wife, and his family, and even at least with Noah, his family listened to him, and hearken to what God said. Lot's wife didn't even do that. I said Lot's wife. Well, yeah, Lot's wife looked back, and then his son-in-laws ridiculed him too, and they ended up getting tortured, burned up, you know, getting crisp, and the wife got turned to a pillar of salt because she looked back, and Noah was shoot. Those people, they all died, they drowned, and it just makes me think about the ironic, how ironic it is, when you are standing for something that is good and righteous. Sometimes you have to stand alone. One of the things I learned, thank you God. One of the things I learned for sure is that a lot of the things when you're standing for things that are right, you have to stand alone sometimes, and it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable. Sometimes it's scary because even though you might be telling the right thing, just like Noah, if Noah lived in our day, he would be in a psychiatric ward. They would say, this dude is nuts, tie him up and never let him out, and then by the time the flood come, it'd be too late, So, uh, that's what it reminds me of, y'all. Like, this is what reminds me. This is what everything is reminding me of, Um, so don't think because you are standing for right that people are always going to be around you. That's not the case. That's not the case. But when you stand for right and you stand for righteousness and you do what is right and you stand for truth, then it doesn't matter because truth can stand on its own. A lie needs the support of others. It's just like hyenas, you know. Hyenas and a freaking lion or a lone wolf, or a lion, Lions usually, especially male lions, they're hunters. They're hunting on their own. Female lions, they'll go in packs and do that. But males, they're usually on their own, But hyenas usually go in packs. That's the same thing when you're dealing with, and I know people are like, what? But that's just almost the same thing you're dealing with when you're dealing with truth. Some people are not going to be able to see that, and we always want a sense of proof. If Noah back then could say that it was going to flood and it looked like rain was going to come out the sky, then people, I know surely a couple of people would have believed him a little bit more. But it was sunny outside. It was a drought for a minute. People were still doing the same things that they were doing every day. It wasn't anything um that looked different. You know, just like the same thing that we're going through right now. People are saying, okay, we need to prepare. We need to prepare for supplies and food, and things are going to be short right now, and this is going to happen. But there are still some people who have not prepared, who have not gotten themselves spiritually prepared for what's going to happen, because I don't give a care. You can live a couple of days without food. You can live, you can cut back on some things, but if you don't prepare your mind for what's the changes, then you're not going to be able to react properly to different things that happen, you know. Um, yeah, but there are a lot of people who are acting like they were back in the days of Noah, you know, not preparing, not they're looking on the outside. They're not preparing themselves for the eternal things that are going to happen in for later on. You know, they're borrowing time. They're wasting time now and thinking that, you know, they're going to be okay later instead of working on preparing for later. You know, preparing for the things that you don't see, the things that are going to come. You know, but yeah, you can't. And one thing I've learned is that you can't stop. I mean, it bothered me all the way. And I'm saying this and I'm making this video is because when you stand on truth, and even when it looks crazy, you have to, because God will have something inside of you that will make you get up in the middle of the night. It's the middle of the night. And I'm talking about this. It'll be an unsettling unrest in your body, in your stomach. Like it will just, it'll tear you up. That's how you know it's real, you know. So if you're looking at this, nothing happens on an accident. I didn't even speak this on an accident, even though I don't know who is going to help or whatever. But this is your time, your warning call. Prepare. Stand on what it is. Stand on righteousness. Stand on what is true. No matter who is looking at you, who is trying to ostracize you, these people don't have a heaven or a hell to put you in. Okay? This world will fade. This world will definitely fade. And if it doesn't fade within your lifetime, you will be off this planet in some time. So don't get, don't get stuck on what you see. It's the things that you don't see. And what else can I say? I think that's it. That's it. I'm not saying nothing else. You get off of here.